Hi, welcome to the series of A-Spice sessions. Today we will like to discuss about SUP2 verification. So let us get into the details of this verification process area in the next slides. So what is the purpose of verification process is to confirm that each work product of a process or project properly reflects the specified requirements. So this is about the review of artifacts, or how to verify the particular work product with respect to its requirements. So the process outcomes for this process area is a verification strategy is developed, implemented and maintained. Criteria for verification of all required work products are identified. Required verification activities are performed. Defects are identified, recorded and tracked, and results of the verification activities are made available to the customers and other involved parties. So in general, so if it is a normal project, like your verification strategy will be defined in a document and your verification plan is a separate document. So in which you will define all these verification activities which you are gonna perform in this particular project, and how you are gonna track what is the frequency of the verification activities and what are the types of verifications you do for the particular project. So these all things will be there as part of your verification plan and the verification strategy. So your BP1 of this verification is talking about your verification strategy. Develop and implement a verification strategy including verification activities with associated methods, techniques and tools. Work products or processes under verification, degrees of independence for verification and schedule for performing these activities. So the verification strategy is implemented through a plan. So your verification activities will be planned and performed as per the plan. So there are different types of verification activities. So here we have described some of the methods, techniques and tools kind of. So your note to says about the software and system verification may provide objective evidence that the outputs of the particular phase of the software development life cycle. So requirements, design, implementation, testing meet all of the specified requirements or that phase. Note says verification methods and techniques may include inspection, peer reviews, audits, walkthroughs and analysis. These are the verification methods. Okay, so what I want to say here is, like across software development lifecycle in your SDLC you have RDCT, that means requirement, design, coding and testing. So in every phase of the SDLC we need to do some verification. For example, you have a requirement specification document, okay? In that someone need to verify that the requirements are properly documented and it is traceable. The verification criteria for each and every requirement is defined or not. Somebody need to verify, somebody need to go through that, and he need to need to confirm the consistency of the requirement specification. Similarly for the design, if it is a system design, see someone who is expert or who have a sound knowledge in designing, so generally design, architecture design or the system design will undergo the peer review of an architect. So if one architect prepares this design, the same or similar peer will review that design to get the consistency of that particular work product. So even in the code we have peer review concepts. So if one person writes the code, the other person, either his lead or the peer who is of same designation will go through the code and he will rate the code, or he will give some review comments So based on the priority, like the developer will fix those review comments. So similarly in the testing, if the test case, he develops a test case. So if he writes a test case, manual testing, so the peer will review, the other tester will review it, and he will say like if he is missing something, then he will ask to add. In case of automation, so automation also, you for example the peer will say like, yeah, you're not touching this case, like this case can be this scenario also, you have to check for this kind of use case, these kind of review comments you will get as a part of your peer review. So what happens, so in case of walkthroughs, inspections, I will make a separate video on this, like what are the techniques of the reviews, and these all things like I will cover up in some other video. But for now, inspections, peer reviews, audits, walkthroughs and analysis are the types of or the methods of review. Okay, your BP2 talks about develop criteria for verification. Develop the criteria for verification of all required technical work products. So each and every document, each and every outcome of the of a phase, so it need to get reviewed, it need to get verified with some of the other verification method. So conduct verification. So as per your plan, you need to conduct the verification. So verify identified work products according to the specified strategy and to the developed criteria to confirm that the work product meets their specified requirements. The results of the verification activity are recorded. For example, if someone conducts a review, so he need to maintain his outcomes, his review comments in review log. Okay, if someone conducts audit, so he need to record all his findings in an audit report. So this is how the recording part will be there. And BP4 talks about determine and track actions for verification results. So first of all, when you conduct a verification, then as per the problem resolution management, PRM, process area, so we need to describe what exactly the issue is, okay, what exactly the finding is, okay, what exactly your review comment is. And recording is nothing but you are entering somewhere, okay, and you need to analyze it, why it came, okay, so why it is recognized, no, why not in the previous phase. So like this kind of bucketizing, analyzing, so these things will be there. And what is the resolution for this, so how to resolve it, or how did you address it, okay, and track to closure, so what is the deadline for it, and how come you can prevent these kind of problems in the future. So these all things you need to track. Your BP5 talks about report verification results. So verification results should be reported to all affected parties. So generally in normal case, in any configuration management tool, if you are if you are updating something in your if you identify a review comment, so if it is tool oriented thing, then auto generated mails will be there. So every stakeholder or every affected party will get a alert. So in case of normal scenarios, like you need to send an email that I have identified. You need to you need to use the template, like from your respective QMSs, that I have reviewed your code, and these are all the things I have identified, kind of. So attached is the document, or you can even send a link of your SVN or your any other configuration management tool. So this is stored at so and so location, and you can go through it and fix it and come back to me, kind of. So that kind of communication you need to do. This is the outcome of this BP5. So what is this? What are the outputs for this particular process area? So you will have a communication record. Either it is an email or the auto-generated email, or or minutes of meeting or the status reports or these kind of things. And your problem record, either it is an issue tracker, audit log or audit report, or your peer review record, or these kind of things as a problem record. And verification results, so as a part of the problem record, you will have a verification results that you have identified, your review comments and so on. So location in particular this section or in this particular module, like this particular line or something like that, you have to mention. And corrective action register, it will be your it will be the part of the PRM process area, so problem resolution management process area. The corrective action register with identification, tracking, analyzing corrective action, these all things will be part of these things. And quality criteria, so you need to define the criteria as part of your strategy, so this will be part of your verification strategy itself. So everything, these are the outcomes of this process area. So if you have any doubts, you can write to me in my email askhematoda@gmail.com. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you want further more videos like this.